Are leaves, debris, blocking your gutters? The do-it-yourself attempt wasn't a success? Pests and birds nesting in your roof? Just relax. Help is on its way.
Aussie Gutter Protection started way back in 2000. It's a family-run business and it's an industry recognised leader, growing every day with more and more homes being protected.
Blocked gutters can cause flooding inside the house, and that can be expensive. Drains can get blocked, and that can be expensive too. Just one small ember from a distant bushfire can be disastrous. Pests or nesting birds can bring disease inside the home. Do it yourself? No. Too many people die or are seriously injured falling from ladders. It's a big problem.
This particular homeowner has gone down the DIY path. As you can see, little or no success. After a short period of time, the gutters are all blocked up. Again, some of it's blown away and missing. Not to mention the danger of actually installing it yourself, height, things like that, falling off a roof. Not a good situation. It's not only leaves that can block up your gutters, pine needles as well. With this house so close to pine trees, you can see the result.
Aussie Gutter Protection's installers are trained to deliver a professional and secure finish to your home or building. Experienced people and great service. Aussie Gutter Protection.
Great service is one thing, but let's take a closer look at the product. We're here at the warehouse and I'd like to show you some of the raw materials that we use. Let's have a look. Our commercial grade aluminium 700, specifically designed for Australian conditions and 50% stronger than our leading competitors. And of course, all our mesh is powder coated to meet strict Australian standards. Continuous research and development has gone into making a superior product. Here are two of our competitors' products. And the second one. And here's our specially developed double rib colour bond steel product that is extremely resistant to bending. Now that's tough. And of course, all our trims and accessories are made from blue scope steel in the full colour bond range of colours.
Your location in Victoria, or the type of roof you have, is not a problem. We have all of the materials and the expertise to match your roof to our solution.
If you like, Aussie Gutter Protection can send an expert out to your house to take you through the whole process. Aussie gutter protection, 16 years in the business, still going strong.
Do it properly. It's worth it in the long run. Please contact us now at Aussie Gutter Protection.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come down to our last presentation for this year's 2017 Steller Victorian Open. What a titanic struggle there we had in the men's singles final between Lee Schreiner from Rosny Park and Mitchell Sidebottom from South Bendigo Bowling Club. A titanic struggle where one player came out of the blocks very quick, established a good lead in the match, fought off a challenge from a very determined player, and then threw one back of his own. I'd like to all to warmly welcome to the presentation area our runner-up in the 2017 Vic Open Men's Singles Final, Lee Schreiner from Rosny Park Bowling Club. Looks like he's ready to go another game. How many was that? 33 games, ladies and gentlemen, this man has played in this tournament. I think you beat your previous record, haven't you, Lee? Yeah, by a couple? By one. Lee, a few words from you, mate, just as a recap on that match and the week you've had here.
Oh, thanks, Graham. Not much energy left. Well, he burnt, mate. He burnt. What a fantastic start he got off to, and I was under all sorts. So simply awesome handling of the carpet, and you know, most players probably would have lost to him in 12 ends the way he was playing early. You know, 2, 3, 4 bowls inside 15 inches the jack, end after end after end, no matter the length. Hung in there, got back, and then just, I don't know, he put the gas back on me again, and I just didn't have enough fight to go on. So congrats, Mitch. Pretty special, mate, to win a Vic Open. I haven't got a singles, I've got a few others, but 24 years of bowls, I've lost 4 singles finals ever, Graham, and 3 of them have been here. I'll be back.
Good boy. Well done.
Thanks to you and Barb and the whole crew, and I don't want to speak too much because I think we should all celebrate the champ.
Well done. Well done, Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the 2017 Steller Victorian Open Men's Singles Champion, Mitch Sidebottom from Bendigo South Bowling Club. Well done, big fella. I tell you what, I'll give you a chance to say a few words in a minute, but I thought those first 8 or 9 ends you put together were superb. And we were talking in commentary. You weren't frightened, you took the mat up, you played short ends, you were smothering the jack, you actually were all over it, and you actually beat Lee at his favourite length for a few ends on those long ends. Now, what happened when you got to that nice comfortable lead, 10 in front, and he came back at you like a raging bull? Did you tighten up?
Yeah, I did for a little while. Yeah, I knew he was going to come at one stage, as is a champion bowler he is, and just luckily enough, I knew if I got one end back, I could shorten back the length and fire away again, and I was able to do that.
There was no in-between length there. It was either short or long. There was no sort of three-quarter end play. And when you got the ascendancy back, it was on another ditch-to-ditch end. And you put 3 ends together to get that 6-shot margin, only needing 1. He saved the title on one end. He looked very, very close to saving it again on the last bowl that he played. How does it feel? Is it a relief? Is it You've got confidence to play like the way you did. You played superbly.
Yeah.
Big feather in your cap to play a player of Lee's stature and knock him off. What does that do for you, confidence-wise, for your bowls?
Yeah, obviously I knew I was going to have to play out of my skin going into the game against whether it be Lee or Matty Flapper. They were obviously the two favourites going into the tournament. So I think playing yesterday helped me because I could set myself for the one game. And yeah, so what was the rest of the question?
What's that do for your confidence going forward for your bowls? You've established yourself here with a big win. You've got through all those rounds. You started over nearly a week ago, so you've had to keep your touch up all week. What was that like in regard to starting last Saturday, playing a couple of knockout rounds and then having to wait again to play a few more games?
Yeah, it can be tricky having a break in between, but I see it as an advantage and a chance to get a break. And like Leroy playing every single day, it's got to take it out of you, mate. I struggled just playing tonight, let alone 33 games. It's an unbelievable effort. So I think having that rest day on Tuesday definitely helped me.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, I think you've got to put your hands together, not just for Mitch, but also for Lee, for the fantastic effort they've both put up. It's your title for 12 months, mate. Are you going to come back in 2018?
Well, the folks live about 15 minutes up the road, so I better. Got to visit them once in a while, don't I? No, thanks to all the organisers, Barb and the crew. You've done a wonderful job in Shep Park. It's an awesome tournament, and yeah, I'll definitely be back next year.
Well done, Mitch. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2017 Steller Victorian Open Singles Champion, Mitchell Sidebottom. Move. Right, now we've got one more pleasantry to perform. I'd like to call Gareth Lee Ferrari from Lifestyle Communities. Gareth, if you'd like to come forward, present the Vic Medal for the best performed player in the 2017 Victorian Open Championships, Lee Schreiner from Rosny Park, Tasmania. Well done, Lee. A few more words, Lee. Second time you've won the Vic Medal here. I remember that year in was it what 2012?
Didn't exist then.
We didn't have it then. That's why we got it. Oh, jeez, mate, fantastic week of bowls from you. You're the all-round champion of the event. You're the all-round player in every discipline. Singles, mixed pairs, triples. What are you going to add to your bow next year? The singles title?
Oh, please. Please. Oh, look, if I told you about where I was 3 months ago, Graham.
We know.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
That's a human effort, mate. Superhuman effort. Mate, do you need security to escort you out of the building with all this money? Hey? He's overcome. Ladies and gentlemen, he's our most popular Vic Open medalist, 2017, Lee Schreiner from Rosny Park. Well done, mate. You all right? You all right? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to hand the microphone over to Bowls Victoria State President Barbara Gilbert, who's just got a few words to say on behalf of Bowls Victoria.
Thanks, Graham. Look, firstly, I would like to thank everybody who's participated in the Vic Open. It has just been a totally amazing event this year. Every venue, every volunteer. I don't know how many hundreds of volunteers we've had over this week. To watch the bowls that we've watched and to enjoy the camaraderie of different people, meeting new people, making new friends. This is what the Vic Open is all about. For Lee winning the Vic medal, it's an amazing effort. In 2012, when this event only went over 6 days, this guy played in, I don't know, how many games did you play in those days? 32. This is year's 33, so that's good. But this is why the Vic medal happened, and because someone had to be honoured, and we've had some great Vic medalists. And to everybody who's worked for the Vic Open, thank you. And next year, let's hope it's bigger and better than ever, because it's an amazing event. Thanks to everybody. Thank you. Woohoo!
Now, the chairman of Shepparton Park Bowling Club, Wes Gibbs. Where are you, Wes? You're over there. What are you doing? Pulling the venue apart. Wes, I was told you'd like to say a few words at the wind-up here. Would you like to say a few words on behalf of Shep Park Bowling Club, please?
Thanks, Graham. On behalf of Shepparton Park Bowling Club, it's been, as I said inside, a wonderful tournament, and it wouldn't happen if we didn't have all the helpers, whether they be in our surrounding clubs or at Shepparton Park. So as everyone who has helped us as the host venue to make this a great success, which it has been, there's no doubt about that. We've had wonderful feedback. So to each and every one, thank you very much, and we'll look forward to going even better in the future. Thanks.
Thank you, Wes. Just two final things I'd like to do. First one, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to acknowledge the My Sport Live team, who've actually filmed somewhere in the vicinity of about 21 hours of bowls over the last couple of days. Great work done by My Sport Live. To the commentary team of Guy, Daniel, the people that have come in as the guest commentators. It's been a treat to sit behind the desk there, look into the monitor and watch the fantastic bowls that have been played. Really wonderful support for everybody. If you want to relive and cherish the moments, get onto the Bowls Vic website and look at the catalogue of games that will be available. We were still getting hits on the website from last year's event, well and truly into the following year. So it's a good catalogue for you to have a look at. Get on there, Mitch. Have a look at yourself. I tell you what, you're a big man and you get that bowl away so beautifully. I was rapt. Lastly, but by no means least, thank you very much to the spectators. You helped to make the event what it is, create the atmosphere, give the encouragement to the players to play their best bowls. And to you, Barbara, and to the Board of Bowls Victoria, I thank you very much for the opportunity for us all to be here, to put this event on, which really does showcase bowls in our state. It's getting ever more popular. I don't know how much further we can go. Maybe Wagga Wagga might be an annex for this event if we keep going, building the numbers. Yeah, we'll keep going. We'll go interstate. We're already international. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, from Bowls Victoria, thank you very much for your support of this year's event, and I now officially close the event on behalf of Bowls Victoria. Thank you very much.
Aussie Gutter Protection. Are leaves, debris, blocking your gutters? The do-it-yourself attempt wasn't a success? Pests and birds nesting in your roof? Just relax. Help is on its way.
Aussie Gutter Protection started way back in 2000. It's a family-run business and it's an industry recognised leader, growing every day with more and more homes being protected.
Blocked gutters can cause flooding inside the house, and that can be expensive. Drains can get blocked, and that can be expensive too. Just one small ember from a distant bushfire can be disastrous. Pests or nesting birds can bring disease inside the home. Do it yourself? No. Too many people die or are seriously injured falling from ladders. It's a big problem.
This particular homeowner has gone down the DIY path. As you can see, little or no success. After a short period of time, the gutters are all blocked up. Again, some of it's blown away and missing. Not to mention the danger of actually installing it yourself, height, things like that, falling off a roof. Not a good situation. It's not only leaves that can block up your gutters, pine needles as well. With this house so close to pine trees, you can see the result.
Aussie Gutter Protections installers are trained to deliver a professional and secure finish to your home or building. Experienced people and great service.
Well, we started the 2017 Steller Vic Open with 1,681 entries, 3,000 competitors, 7 days, 7 disciplines, and we've come to the end. And it's been an amazing tournament, the biggest ever Vic Open that we've run. And what an amazing event it's been. I'm with Graham Bridge. We've decided 7 titles. Lee Schreiner's won 2. He's been runner-up in 1. It's been an amazing tournament, hasn't it?
And it's a huge week of bowls, Guy. Like, this started nearly a week ago, playing singles, men and women, many clubs around the area. 18 clubs used to play the singles competition. It's culminated tonight in the men's singles final. Earlier on in the proceedings, women's singles final with young Kylie Whitehead snaring another title. The men's was, you want to lick your lips for the men's. It was Lee Schreiner going for a record 3 wins in the event in 1 year. But a big roadblock in the way for him in Mitch Sidebottom. I think he had the game to take Lee on, and he certainly took him on early. Wasn't hesitating to take it short, long. He had an answer for everything in those first 9 or so ends of the match. And then Schrader, to his credit, just staged a remarkable comeback from 14-4 down to get back to 14 all. And we thought, wow, this is going to be a real a struggle, street fight down to the end. It last 7 shots to be gained by someone, but Sidebottom, who completely lost it there for about 4 or 5 ends, Schreiner was in command, just had a light bulb moment, went off, and he just went bang, bang, bang again, scored 6 shots in 3 ends to go from 14 all to 20-14. Schreiner saved the title on the second last end, the penultimate end, but on the last end, just played 2 cracking shots that didn't feature in the result, and Sidebottom didn't have to play his last bowl to claim the title. So well done to the big man. He's somebody that's, I think, has got a bit of a future in the game if he takes it on seriously, and he's got titles in the Goulburn Valley. He's now playing over in Bendigo out of South Bendigo Bowling Club. I just like the guy. He's a likeable bloke, Simon the Likeable. And Schreiner were very overcome at the end of the tournament. 2 wins, a runner-up, but he's got the coveted Vic medal. You know, the most consistent player in the championship, and I'd say a player that everybody came here to look at and see what it takes to be a great player. This guy's won titles over 24 years of playing. He's not even 40. He's under 40, and he's got his record in singles sits up there with the best. I'd like to have his singles record, 4 times Victorian champion of champions. State singles winner. He's won a national title. You don't win those by just being an average player. So he's very overcome at the end, and it's been a huge week for him. 33 matches in 7 days. Like, that's nearly 5 matches a day. Many people would just turn it up at that. I think they wouldn't be interested. good efforts in the women's competition. He's a complete all-round player as Schreiner, but we certainly unearthed Kylie Whitehead. She came of age this year at the Victorian State Champions Week, backed it up again some 7 months later, and she's kept her form all year long, so it's a credit to her. Big win from Daphne Orbach from St John's Park in the women's triples. The local girls, Marg Smythe and Bev Carl winning the pairs, big local victory there. Young Jay By Norris and Jaden Christie taking out the men's pairs. Schreiner and Gail Edwards, the mixed pairs. Men's triples, Schreiner, Brad Marin, his best mate, and young Dylan Fallook, who came through a bit of a rough patch there yesterday. I think overall, the standard of bowls played in this event this year was cracking. If you get a chance, get into those replays, because if you watch not just Lee, watch all the players and the way that they handle themselves on this undercover green here. It's not easy. It looks like it's nice and easy, but you've got to have your mind and your mindset about you and your wits about you. And the teams that sort of came out on top were those that hung in, gave the best that they had, answered any challenges that anybody put up. But that performance of Mitch Sidebottom in that men's singles final, that was national standard bowls. That was a credit to both players, and once again a great event conducted by Shep Park and Bowls Victoria. So.
Well, it's been a pleasure working with you in commentary, Graham Bridge. Thank you for your insight and your valuable, wonderful, I guess, insight into the players and into the game and many of its nuances. It's been fantastic working alongside you. To the rest of our commentary team, to Daniel Nichols, who's been a big part of our commentary team, thanks to Dan. To Brad Marin, who gave us such great insight. To Josh Thornton, a part of our commentary team as well. Thank you, both of you, for your wonderful support. And to Dale and Steve and Wesley and Blake, our amazing team from My Sport Live, who've provided all the technical brilliance that you see. This doesn't happen easy, trust me. It takes a lot of planning, it takes a lot of work, and it takes some really gifted individuals to bring it to you. So to those four gentlemen, they've worked really hard behind the scenes. Thank you for your help. To all of those at Shep Park who've helped us out, thank you very much. There are a lot of people who've helped us. They brought us lunch, they brought us water. And we hope that you have enjoyed the 2017 Steller Vic Open live stream, brought to you by Aussie Gutter Protection. To our sponsors, to Steller and Aussie, thank you so much for being part of it, for making it possible for so many people to see our great sport and to showcase the very best it's got to offer. We hope you've enjoyed it. My name's Guy Hand. On behalf of Graham Bridge, the whole commentary team and the My Sport Live team, thanks for being part of it. And hopefully we'll see you again in 2018.
And well done to you, Guy. Well done for pulling all this together. The live streaming here, it's an initiative we commenced 12 months ago. It's actually raised the profile of this event even further, and it's a credit to you for the work that you've undertaken in getting it all organised. And we're on the right money here with My Sport Live. I can only thoroughly recommend their coverage. First class, guys. Second go at bowls. Well done.
Thanks, Bridgie. Well, we'll see you again in 2018, folks.
Be there or be square.
Aussie Gutter Protection.
Great service is one thing, but let's take a closer look at the product. We're here at the warehouse and I'd like to show you some of the raw materials that we use. Let's have a look. Our commercial grade aluminium 700, specifically designed for Australian conditions and 50% stronger than our leading competitors. And of course, all our mesh is powder coated to meet strict Australian standards. Continuous research and development has gone into making a superior product. Here are two of our competitors' products. And the second one. And here's our specially developed double rib colour bond steel product that is extremely resistant to bending. Now that's tough. And of course, all our trims and accessories are made from blue scope steel in the full colour bond range of colours.
Your location in Victoria, or the type of roof you have, is not a problem. We have all of the materials and the expertise to match your roof to our solution.
If you like, Aussie Gutter Protection can send an expert out to your house to take you through the whole process. Aussie Gutter Protection, 16 years in the business, still going strong.
Do it properly. It's worth it in the long run. Please contact us now at Aussie Gutter Protection.